Hi, and welcome to the Colorado Giants video log. Come join us at Harpo's in Boulder or the Tavern and Platt Park in Denver for the upcoming game against the Cowboys at 11 o'clock on Sunday. Please note that the game time was changed to 11 o'clock from 2:25. All right, in case you live under a rock, the head coach, Ben McAdoo of the New York Football Giants, and the general manager, Jerry Reese, have recently been let go. I've been calling for Jerry Reese's job for about several months now, and if you want to find out more information about that, check out the YouTube channel Colorado Giants Video Log. Giants fans. All right, there's plenty of time for us to figure out who's going to be that new head coach, but currently filling those roles is going to be the defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, known as Spags, as interim head coach, and then Ernie Accorsi is going to be aiding in the GM search as we move forward. To tank or not to tank, that is the question. A lot of Giants fans want them to, but John Mara has already said that they will not tank, and so whether that they do or not, this is really kind of an Eli and Spags audition, and I believe personally that if Eli can win 3 of the last 4 games, he keeps his job as a Giant. Because now they will have significantly fallen in the draft class, and so I'm rooting for that. I want to see Eli stay. I'd actually like to see Spags stay, but I think that's maybe a emotional response based on the Super Bowl in 2007. Let's talk about the Raiders game. The entire offensive line was just dreadful. There was non-existent running game at 2.7 yards per carry, but on the flip side, Geno Smith played very well. The wide receivers didn't have too many drops. I know Tavares King had that drop in the third quarter, but the 2 fumbles were backbreaking, especially after the recovered punt. Guaranteed points. Can't do that. Got to protect the ball. Evan Engram he's had a great bounce back game after 2 dreadful games, which is great. He got his touchdown. So keep that up. Dalvin Tomlinson's also looking amazing as he continues to build his career as one of the best rookies in the NFL this year. All right, special teams. What an amazing game with what amounts to a punt block, which unfortunately was given up by Geno's fumble, and then dropping 2 punts inside the 20-yard line, one on the 1-yard line. Kudos to special teams there. And Aldrich Rosas hitting a 52-yarder while I'm crossing my fingers, holding my breath. I absolutely shocked. And that thing looked like it could go another 10 yards. So, well played, Aldrich. All right, let's look ahead to the Cowboys game. So the Giants opened up as 6-point dogs against the Cowboys. And with the confidence in Eli Manning coming back, surprise, spoiler alert, Eli is going to be the starting quarterback in favor of Geno Smith. Spags really going to work his tail off. The spread has been dropped to 3.5. Spags gets to audition for his dream job. He really wanted to be the head coach of the Giants 2 years ago when they got rid of Coughlin. And so he's going to put every ounce of energy into these last 4 games. Dallas now has a shot to make the playoffs, and the Giants get to play spoilers. I'm looking forward to that. That'd be a really nice exclamation point on this week. And then, this is another question mark. Will the Giants fans show up to support Eli? This is kind of his victory lap, so will fans come out to cheer for him? Because there's been no fans lately. All right, on the injury front, the offensive line, Chad Wheeler's currently in concussion protocol. We don't know if he's going to be able to play. And then Justin Pugh, who practiced a limited practice on Wednesday, just went in for an MRI on his ailing back, which has already forced him to miss 4 games this season. On offense, whether Chad Wheeler is going to be in there or not, Bobby Hart, who does not exactly instill confidence in anybody, is going to have to play, handle the NFL sack-leading DeMarcus Lawrence, who already has 13.5 sacks this season. Mike Sullivan, let's see what he's going to do without the training wheels. McAdoo's offense was very much about the dink and dunk plays. He didn't really stretch the field. So with Sully, he's much more of a Kelvin Gilbride disciple because Kevin Gilbride groomed him. And they call that the run and shoot, where you run the ball a lot to establish the defense, having a deep box, a very heavy box, and then you have a light backfield, and then you can go for a play action and have a deep pass, which makes for a lot of exciting plays. You can remember back to Plaxico Burress catching those passes, Hakeem Nicks down the outside. There was a lot of memorable moments because you get really, you get lulled into this slow play, so does the defense, and then all of a sudden, wow, we got a touchdown. And so Eli has done very well with that. So let's see if he goes back to that. I don't expect many changes this week because it's only been a week, so it's not like you can really do a whole lot. And the other part to that is that the offensive line is going to hamper that ability for Mike Sullivan. What I do expect to see is more blocking tight ends, so heavier packages. 3 tight end set, 2 tight end set, bringing in a fullback, fewer wide receivers out there, which should help out in the running game. As obviously we need some helpers. The Giants just signed Greco, who's a veteran, and he's been very good in the run blocking historically. I don't really know too much about his career, but if he can get up to speed on the line quickly, that could really help out Sullivan's case. And then the other part that's going to be very difficult is that the Cowboys really gobble up the run. They're 12th in the NFL in yards per game against the run, and that's going to cramp Sully's tendencies. So it's going to be hard to predict what the Giants are going to try to do on offense. And then obviously with the offensive line in shambles, more so than it's already been. And it's crazy to think about that we are in a worse position in our offensive line than we have been earlier in the season. Mind-boggling. All right, let's get on to the defensive side of the ball. With Spags taking over the head coaching responsibility, he doesn't even know who's going to be calling the plays on the defense yet. So that's a fluid situation. We really don't know what to expect from the defense. Fortunately, the Cowboys have not been the same since Ezekiel Elliott has been suspended. And so, they're not running the ball well, which is to be expected. So they're relying a lot more on Dak. One thing that's interesting is Dak has been really struggling outside the numbers, so on the outside of the field. And the Giants have they're very good at defending on the outside of the numbers. They're not so good in the center, which is why you look for the Cowboys to get their tight ends involved early. All right. Thanks for watching the Colorado Giants video log. I hope to see you guys at Harpo's and Boulder or Tavern in Platt Park in Denver for the upcoming game against the Cowboys at 11. See you guys there.